making the gun.
Missing someone with all your heart. Missing someone with heart. How much you missing?
Product, as you can see, I'm going to turn off the lights and I'm going to show you how cool it is if the light is turned off. As you can see, it looks cooler if it's in the dark. As you can see, like that.
Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Hello everyone, my name is Alzena Salsabila Quotes. You can call me Zena. I'm from Lunch E, and today I will make some experiment at home. And of course, you can find the materials at home. So let's get started. Anyway guys, I will make lava lamp for the experiment today. Before I start the experiment, a lava lamp is a decorative lamp invented in
1963
by Edward Craven Walker. The lamp consists of a bolus of a special colored wax mixture inside a glass vessel, the remainder of which contains clear or translucent liquid. After this, I want to show you the materials and how to make the lava lamp. What we need in making a lava lamp is an effervescent-like redoxan, food coloring, water, cooking oil, and a glass. First, fill the glass with water. And then, fill the rest of the glass with oil. And then, you can add food coloring, but it's optional. Yep, it's optional cause you can add it or no, it's up to you. But I prefer to add it cause it is more beautiful. I will show you something amazing after this. And the last step is add an effervescent tablet. And tada! It's done. Yeah. Now you can see the bubble rising to the surface.
Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Hi, I'm Kesa Anindya Jagarita from class 7F, and today I will be doing a science experiment that is related to solids and liquids. A liquid is something that does not have a definite shape or size. I will be using water as an example. If you pour a liquid from a plastic bottle into a container, the liquid will change its shape accordingly to fit the container. Meanwhile, a solid is the exact opposite of a liquid, meaning that it has a definite shape and size. It also means that you can't change the shape of a solid like with a liquid. So if you move solids from a plastic bottle to a container, the shape of the solids will not change at all. In fact, the shape of the solids will still be the same as they were originally. Now that we know the difference between a solid and a liquid, let's start the experiment. For the experiment, I will be making oobleck. Oobleck is a substance that can be both a solid and a liquid, also known as a non-Newtonian fluid. So if you squeeze the oobleck in your hand, it will become hard like a solid. But if you let it go loose in your hand, it will become watery like a liquid. The name oobleck originated from a children's book by Dr. Seuss that is titled Bartholomew and the Oobleck. The tools and ingredients that you will need for this experiment are cornstarch, water, food dye, which is optional, a container or a bowl, and a fork or a spoon. First of all, add some cornstarch to your container or bowl. I will be using around 4 tablespoons of cornstarch for this experiment. I will be adding food dye to my oobleck, so I have just put aside my container of cornstarch for a moment, and now I'm going to add some food dye to my water. Adding food dye is optional, so you don't have to add it if you don't want to, but personally, I think adding food dye just makes the oobleck more fun. Next, pour the water into the cornstarch. I will only be adding a little bit of water for now because I can always add more if I need to. So now I'm just going to stir the cornstarch and water together until everything is mixed up nicely. It can be a bit hard to stir the cornstarch and water mixture because it will get quite lumpy. But if you just keep on stirring, over time it will become pretty smooth. Once the cornstarch and water is mixed up nicely, the consistency of the oobleck should be pretty smooth, like this. If you try punching or poking the oobleck, it will be hard like a solid, but if you slowly dip your finger into the oobleck, it will be soft like a liquid. Now you can pick up and squeeze the oobleck. If you squeeze it up into a ball, it becomes hard like a solid, but if you let it go, it becomes liquid-like.
Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. My name is Abdian Faris Ansari from 8th class. This time, I will try to do an experiment about surface tension. So, in this experiment, I want to try experimenting about surface tension disruption. With the question, will the detergent content in the water decrease the surface tension as the literature say? To prove this, first, we need water, then 2 plastic containers, 2 wire insect, and then a spoon, and a liquid detergent. First step is pour water to the two plastic.
The Honorable Director of Madrasah Pembangunan UIN Jakarta, Dr. Haji Bahri Salim, MA. The Honorable Principal of Madrasah Sanawiyah Pembangunan UIN Jakarta, Mr. Momen Mujibur Rahman, MA. The Honorable Vice Principal of Curriculum, Mr. Mardi, MA. The Honorable Vice Principal of Student Affairs, Mr. Aksol Aziz, MA. The Honorable Teachers of Madrasah Sanawiyah Pembangunan UIN Jakarta. And last but not least, all beloved 9th grade bilingual science classes. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Alhamdulillahirabbil alamin, wassalatu wassalamu ala asyrafil anbiya'i wal mursalin wa ala alihi wa sahbihi ajmain. Amma ba'du. All praise to Allah Subhanahu wa ta'ala who has given us his blessing and mercy so that we can attend and gather on this wonderful event, Science Day 2021. And may salawat and salam always be given to Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam, who has guided us to the place where we are currently now. Friends and audiences, to start off our agenda today, Let me introduce myself. I am Deko Azadafian from 9F as the Master of Ceremony for this opening today. On this special morning, we have several agendas, so allow us to read several sequences of our agenda. First is opening, second opening remarks by principal, third ice breaking, fourth experiment show, 5 main experiment. Friends and audience, now we will listen to the remarks delivered by Principal of Madrasah Sanawiyah Pembangunan UIN Jakarta, Mr. Momon Mujibrohman MA. We would also like to invite Mr. Momon to officially open our agenda today. To Mr. Momon Mujibrohman, time is yours.
Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Alhamdulillah, wassalatu wassalamu ala rasulillah Sayyidina Muhammad ibn Abdillah wa ala alihi wa sahbihi wa mawalah amma ba'du. Allahumma aftah lana hikmataka wangsyur alaina rahmataka min khazaini rahmatika ya arhamar rahimin. Rabbana syrah lana sudurana wa yassir lana umurana wa hlul uqdatam min alsinatina yafqahu aqwalana amma ba'du. Yang sama-sama kita hormati dan muliakan Wakil Kepala Bidang Kurikulum Madrasah Sanawiyah Pembangunan UIN Jakarta, Bapak Mardi MA, Wakil Kepala Bidang Kesiswaan, Bapak Aksol Aziz MA, yang sama-sama kita hormati dan muliakan segenap Dewan Guru Madrasah Sanawiyah Pembangunan Jakarta, wabil khusus Bapak Ibu pengembang pembelajaran sains. Di sini ada Bu Elva, ada Bu Hani, Bu Fairuz, Miss Wiwin, dan beberapa kawan-kawan yang lainnya. Yang Pak Guru banggakan dan cintai, MC kita, juga praktis sains kita yang nanti akan mempraktekkan beberapa eksperimen di tengah-tengah kita semuanya. Pertama-tama, tentunya marilah kita panjatkan puji syukur kehadirat Allah Subhanahu wa taala. Alhamdulillah pada pagi hari ini Allah memberikan kenikmatan luar biasa kepada kita, nikmat sehat, nikmat walafiat, nikmat panjang umur, bisa bersilaturahmi, bisa belajar bersama dalam kegiatan yang telah dikemas oleh Bapak Ibu Guru dengan nama Science Day. Anak-anak sekalian yang Pak Guru banggakan dan cintai, kegiatan Science Day ini merupakan bagian daripada program kelas bilingual. Tiap tahun selalu diadakan. Tentunya karena kondisi pandemi seperti sekarang ini, kegiatan Science Day tidak sebagaimana biasa tahun-tahun sebelumnya, melainkan ada inovasi dan kreativitas lain yang tentunya semangatnya adalah sama. Oleh karena itu, semoga apa-apa yang nanti akan Anda semuanya ikuti itu membawa manfaat serta keberkahan dan menjadi inspirasi serta motivasi untuk terus menumbuh kembangkan kemampuan adik-adik semuanya, khususnya dalam bidang eksperimen. Mudah-mudahan nanti akan lahir dari Madrasah Sanawiyah Pembangunan UIN Jakarta ini saintis, ilmuwan-ilmuwan besar yang tetap santun, yang tetap lembut, yang mau berbagi khususnya untuk pengembangan Islam itu sendiri. Anak-anak sekalian yang Pak Guru banggakan dan cintai, kita sebagai khalifah fil ardi, wakil Allah di muka bumi ini, yang bertugas sebagai pemimpin, sebagai wakil Allah, di situ kita tentunya harus memelihara alam ini, melestarikannya, menumbuh kembangkannya, mengambil manfaat daripada alam ini sehingga lebih mensejahterakan kepada kita semua, lebih memakmurkan kita semuanya. Tentunya tidak langsung begitu saja. melainkan harus ada upaya untuk merealisasikan dan mewujudkannya. Karena itu pula Allah Subhanahu wa taala memberikan kepada kita yang tidak diberikan kepada makhluk yang lainnya, yakni berupa akal pikiran. Dengan akal kita bisa berpikir, bisa menentukan mana yang benar, mana yang salah, dan juga bisa mengambil suatu kesimpulan sehingga akhirnya kita bisa merumuskan dan memanfaatkannya. Allah Subhanahu wa taala memerintahkan kepada kita semuanya sebagai khalifah di muka bumi ini untuk iqra bismi rabbikal ladzi khalaq, membaca, mengkaji, menelaah entah itu ayat-ayat kauniyah atau juga ayat-ayat Al-Qur'anul Karim, sehingga kita bisa hidup dengan sebaik-baiknya, bisa memanfaatkan apa yang ada di alam ini. Atas hal itu pula kegiatan Madrasah Pembangunan UIN Jakarta ini maka dirancang suatu pembelajaran yang harapannya adik-adik sekalian yang pertama akan mendapatkan pengalaman bagaimana sih proses pembelajaran tentang eksperimen itu sendiri. Nanti adik-adik akan mengikutinya beberapa sesi ke depan. Yang kedua, adik-adik juga dimotivasi untuk kreatif bertanya. Kalau ada hal-hal yang kurang jelas, nanti silakan dipertanyakan. Terus setelah bertanya, lalu tentunya mengamati. Setelah mengamati, adik-adik diminta untuk membuat suatu rumusan, laporan, dan sekaligus akhirnya mempresentasikan. Itulah bagian daripada pendekatan saintifik ya, yang dikembangkan dalam pembelajaran di era 4.0 ini. Mudah-mudahan akan membawa manfaat yang luar biasa untuk kecintaan adik-adik, kebiasaan adik-adik di dalam melakukan sebuah eksperimen itu sendiri. Dan tentunya dengan adanya kegiatan sains ini sendiri kaitannya dengan bilingual, maka akan menjadi bagian yang tidak terpisahkan dengan pembelajaran berbahasa asing. Karena nanti adik-adik sekalian akan banyak mendengar banyak kosakata tentang sains yang mungkin sebelumnya belum didengarnya. Dan itu akan menjadi sebuah tambahan ilmu buat adik-adik sekalian, menjadi suatu modal untuk mampu berbicara dengan bahasa asing dalam dunia sains. Adik-adik sekalian yang Pak Guru banggakan dan cintai, tentunya banyak inspirasi buat kita semuanya ketika kita melihat siapa yang berhasil menjadi orang nomor 1 di dalam pengembangan sains ini. Mungkin di antaranya ada Thomas Alva Edison, di mana di situ beliau berhasil mengembangkan suatu bola lampu pijar ya, yang tentunya di situ tidak serta-merta mudah mewujudkannya, melainkan banyak sekali pengorbanan, waktu, gagasan, juga biaya untuk mewujudkannya. Begitu juga dengan para saintis muslim, ada Al-Khwarizmi, beliau adalah dikenal dengan sebagai bapak astronomi, juga bapak matematika, terutama dengan aljabarnya. Juga ada Az-Zahrawi, beliau di dunia kedokteran dikenal juga sebagai bapak ahli bedah. Di antara penemuannya adalah benang bedah itu sendiri. Ada juga Ibnu Sina, di mana beliau sebagai penggagas di dalam dunia kedokteran yang bukunya sangat menjadi rujukan para dokter-dokter yang berada di dunia ini. Oleh karena itu ini merupakan sebuah inspirasi buat kita bahwa orang muslim yang berpedoman kepada Al-Quran dan Hadis mendapatkan semangat, inspirasi, dan perintah untuk menumbuh kembangkan kemampuan dalam eksperimen. Karena dengan seperti itulah kita akan hidup bahagia dunia dan akhirat, akan menjadikan alam ini bagian yang tidak terpisahkan dengan kita ketika kita mampu untuk mengambil pelajaran-pelajaran, mengambil intisari, saripati, dan sebagainya dari alam itu sendiri, sehingga lebih mensejahterakan, memakmurkan kepada kita semuanya. Anak-anak sekalian, selamat mengikuti kegiatan sains berikutnya selama 1,5 jam ke depan. Semoga Allah memberkahi kepada kita semuanya dan Allah memberikan kemudahan di dalam menerima ilmu ini. Demikian, akhirnya marilah kita buka acara kegiatan Science Day kelas bilingual tahun ajaran 2021 ini dengan sama-sama membaca kalimah basmalah. Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Wal-afu minkum. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.
Mujibur Rahman MA for the opening remarks. Now it's time for ice-breaking session. I will invite Miss Fairuz Kamila and Reina to join with me.
Assalamualaikum
Warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.
Well, Deko and Reina, what will we do for ice breaking?
Oh, we're gonna mix some solution with the turmeric powder. Then
So now let's begin with the materials. First of all, we need turmeric powder.
Alright, turmeric powder.
Yes.
And then water
Water.
inside the glass.
Okay,
And then mixer.
mixer, right?
And these are glasses A, B, and C. In each of these glasses, there are different solutions.
Okay.
Okay. So we're going to the first step. Okay. First
Keep
of all,
on working.
you have to pay attention to the different color. Okay, guys. First, pour the water into the turmeric powder.
Okay. Be
Okay.
careful. Nice.
Now we mix it until dissolve.
Keep on watching, guys.
Oh, look at Reina. What is color is it?
It's orange now.
Wow, interesting.
Okay. Until it dissolve. Then we next to the second step. Pour the turmeric water to the glass A.
Okay, be careful.
Then mix it.
Again, mix it until it dissolves.
Yes. Wow, look at the color, Reina.
Yes, it's turned into a dark red color.
Wow,
Okay.
interesting.
Dark red.
Dark
Now
red.
we pour to the glass B.
Mix it again.
Mix it. And
What this color is it?
It's orange now.
Okay. Now pour to the glass C.
Finally, mix it again.
Now look at the color, Reina. What color is that?
It's light yellow now.
Okay. Now we have some question for you guys. To answer the question, you have to type me in the Zoom chat after we finish read the question.
Okay.
Move on to the first question, Reina.
So the first question is, which kind of solution is in glass A? Which kind?
which kind of solution in glass A?
Now you can type me in the Zoom chat.
Please write me in the Zoom chat, and I will choose the first student who chat me
First.
Okay? Please chat me on Zoom chat if you know the answer what kind of solution in glass E. Okay? Anyone know about what kind of solution? There is 3 kinds of solution. There are base,
Acid
And
and neutral.
okay, there is 3 solution that we use to this experiment.
Yes, there are 3. And what kind of solution in glass A?
Okay,
When we pour turmeric powder, it's turning into dark red.
yes.
What kind of solution is this?
If you know the answer, please chat me. Okay,
Is that solution and is that base, acid or neutral?
yes. There is reward,
Yes, for you guys. If you correct the answer
answer.
for the solution A.
What kind of reward? Voucher GoPay. Nah, wow, lumayan ya buat beli
Beli boba lumayan.
boba, betul. Yuk, silakan yang tahu jawabannya ketik me.
On the Zoom chat. You will get some GoPay voucher.
Yes, wow.
What if solution in this glass?
Question.
the second question. Now, it's time to guess which kind of solution is in glass B.
Yes, is it acid, base, or neutral? You can choose one. If you correct, you got go pay voucher.
Wow, very easy. Let's
Type
go,
me now.
guys.
Type me now in the Zoom chat.
Write me. Okay. There is 3 options. Very
Yes,
easy.
Very easy. 3
Only 3
options.
options.
Base, acid, or neutral.
Wow,
These 3.
very
You can
easy.
pick one.
Let's go, guys. It's very easy.
There will be go pay voucher for you guys. No one wanna answer it?
Oh, so
It's easy,
sad to
guys.
hear that.
There's only
Okay.
3. You can pick.
Oh, wait.
What? Okay.
Nasha Azahra. Okay, please turn
Please
on your
the
camera.
camera, Nasha.
Nasha Azahra. I will choose you
To answer?
to answer the question, what the solution in glass B?
Yes.
Nasha, please, on your camera.
What is the solution in
In
glass,
glass B. Very easy. There is 3 kinds of solution. You can choose one of them. The first is base.
Base.
The second is acid. The third is neutral. Wow.
Just 3, guys.
Base. Wow. How about the answer? Is that correct?
No.
No, I'm sorry.
I'm sorry. Okay. Maybe after this we can review the answer, right?
Okay.
We move to
Then
next question. Wow, Bu Jelisa. Thank you for participating with us. Neutral? Is that true?
No.
Oh, okay. We don't have to reveal first. We go to the next question first, okay?
Okay, next
The last question, which kind of solution in glass C?
Glass C.
There are
What
only
kind
3.
of solution?
That must be base, acid, or neutral. Only 3 you can pick, okay? The color is light yellow.
Light yellow. Okay.
Now type me in your Zoom chat.
Please write me. The first student will get
Go pay voucher.
go play voucher, right?
Anybody want to answer it? Or maybe someone want to answer it in glass A, maybe they know.
How, Miss Hanifa? No one? Oh my God, it's very easy.
It's only
Plus
3
change to get voucher.
Now, I will read the conclusion for this activity today. This activity used turmeric, a common use in curry food, as a natural indicator for acidity and basicity. Turmeric is yellow, an acid natural substance, for example, vitamin C, as acid and plain milk as neutral solution. But it turns into dark red with bases. In our experiment, we use detergent. Now, so you can use this indicator to test many solution and determine it.
Okay, that's the conclusion of this experiment. Hope you can be active on the next session. Maybe that's all from us.
That's all from us.
Thank you for your attention.
Stay safe.
Stay healthy.
Stay at home.
Wassalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.
See you on the next session, guys.
Bye.
Hi, Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. My name is Lalita Naifa from 9G. I'm going to do the water capillarity experiment. My goal in making this video is to know the process and capacity of the capillarity in tissues and mustard greens. The materials needed are step, take a tissue and roll the tissue. Then, put the top of the tissue into the first glass and put the bottom of the tissue into the second glass. Do the same for each glass. Wait a few moments for the water to soak into the tissues. Here there will be a process of capillarity water through the tissues, so that the water will seep on the tissues. And because the glass is empty, the water will move to an empty place where there is no water. This is the same as the principle of water flowing to a lower place. Next is the second try. The first step is prepare 3 plastic cups and fill the water to half a glass. Second step, drop the water with 1 drop of dye in each glass. The third step is stir the water until smooth and add the mustard grains in each glasses. Then see the difference after 24 hours. Conclusions. Capillarity is the seeping of water through a small gap as in the medium. Water capillarity doesn't prevent water from flowing from high to low places. Capillarity is influenced by adhesion force. Adhesion force is the attractive force between two dissimilar particles. Capillarity occurs in tissues and mustard grains when immersed in water, which is marked by propagation of colored water on the tissues and mustard grains. Each media has a different capillarity power. The difference in capillary velocity occurs due to the difference in porous and cellulose fiber content of each object. Thank you. That's all from me. Hopefully this experiment can be usable. Wassalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.
Tiba-tiba ya. All right, good morning everyone, 9th grade students. But before we start to the next section, we would like you to turn on your camera. So please turn on your camera. We will begin after all of you have turned on your camera. So let's see, let's check the list of the students who have turned on their camera. How many of them already? No one? Okay, we'll still wait for you to turn on your camera. So we're going to check from each class, from 9E to 9F and also to 9G. So how many of them already turned on their camera? Only 2? Oh my God. Come on guys, turn on your camera. And then we're going to go to the next section after all of you have turned on your camera. Come on. Still no one? Okay, let's call from 9E now. 9E, I think there are Dias, and there are also, who is it? 9E, there are many 9E students who should turn on their camera. Dustin, yeah, Dustin, please turn on your camera. Alzena, who else? There are many of you here. There are almost 80 students, right? On the list of the participants, so please turn on your camera first. Come on. As you can see, we have prepared the next experiment for you to watch and also to discover and learn. 10% only, come on, turn on your camera please. So we know that you communicate with us, and we know that you are watching us, and we are learning together. So please turn on your camera. How many of them already? 14? I think it will take a while, but I hope not. Come on, turn on your camera guys, don't be shy, just let me know and let us know that you are watching us and learning together with us. So you have to turn on your camera, you must turn on your camera. Okay. All right, so we are still waiting for you to turn on your camera, so please watch and turn on your camera until the end of the show. So thank you very much. I hope that you turn on your camera, ya. Wassalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.
Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Hello guys, welcome to the second section. My name is Hila Fatuahman from 7G and
I'm Pramita Nafazaforin from 8F.
We will accompany you for the next 15 minutes.
In this section, we will do an experiment called Rainbow in Milk. Are you guys ready to watch us do the experiment?
Well, I'm excited. After this experiment, there will be questions and answers, and you will get prizes if you can answer it correctly.
As you can see here, we already prepared the materials. So what do we have here?
First, we need some fresh milk. And then we got some food coloring. Over here we have blue, red, and also green. You also need a cotton.
Also, don't forget to prepare your liquid soap and a container. I recommend using a container that has a wide area. So in total, we need 5 materials. Now let's do the experiment. First of all, get your fresh milk and pour enough of it on your container, into your container. Oh my god, okay. I think that's enough.
Next, drop enough food coloring on the fresh milk. Do not stir your mixture or else your experiment will fail.
Now, on to the next step. Get your cotton and dip it to the liquid soap. Just like that.
Now, place the cotton that has been dipped in the liquid soap into the middle of the plate filled with milk and dye.
Ooh, as you can see here, the colors are moving and they look like they're dancing. So are you guys curious about how this happened?
We will explain about this experiment, but before that we will do a quiz.
So Hilal and I will give you guys a few questions, and the person who answers the fastest and is correct will receive GoPay. And if you want to answer the question, please write me into the chat box and we will invite you to talk. The first question is, mention at least 5 nutrients in milk. Does anybody know the answer? Okay. The question is, mention at least 5 nutrients in milk.
Answer the question, please.
Anyone knows the answer? If you want to answer the question, please type me into the Zoom chat box. Come on, guys. Talk to the chat. Does anybody know what are the nutrients in milk? Or if you only know 3 of the nutrients, you can still answer the question. We will change it to 3.
3 nutrition.
Salman?
Salman.
Salman Rafi. From 9F.
From 9F.
Please turn on your camera and your microphone and answer the question. To Salman Rafi from 9F, please answer the question.
The question. Yes.
Okay.
Can you please repeat?
Can you please repeat
protein,
the question?
calcium, and fat. Animal fat. I think.
One more? You need one more? You need one more? One more nutrient than milk?
Vitamin D.
Congratulations, you
Congratulations,
are
you
correct.
are correct.
Yes, yes. You get GoPay.
You get GoPay for
Yes,
that.
milk contains fat, protein, vitamin A, vitamin B, vitamin D, vitamin E, calcium, potassium, phosphorus, omega-3, omega-6, iron, zinc, selenium, prebiotics, and carbohydrates. To Salman Rafi, you will be contacted by Miss Hani, and you will receive your GoPay. Congratulations! Yay!
Now let's move on to the second question. Mention at least 5 uses of soap in everyday life. 5 uses. Of soap in everyday life. Okay. Mention at least 5 uses of soap in everyday life.
Does anybody know the answer? What do we use soap for?
Mention at least 5 uses of soap in everyday life.
Come on, does anybody know the answer? It's so easy.
It's so easy. Ahmad Atta. Okay. Please turn on the camera and turn on the microphone, please. Ahmad Atta from 9E. Please turn on the camera and turn on the microphone and answer the question.
Maybe you can use it to wash clothes. Maybe you can use it to.
Hi there. So, what's the answer to the question?
Can you repeat the question, please? The answer, can you repeat the answer, please? Can you repeat the question, please? Repeat the answer.
Like wash clothes, I think. Some kind of stuff to wash your pet, like cats or dogs. I mean like that stuff. That's on his feet, like.
Two more.
Two more
Two more.
answers?
Wait, that's only 2. Mm-hmm. But the other two.
Correct the answer.
Yay! Congratulations. So what's the answer to the question?
The answer is clean the body skin from dust, dirt, and sweat, cleaning oil spills or splash, cleaning or removing moss, making bubble toys, cleaning bathrooms and kitchens, washing dishes, washing clothes, cleaning oil, and cleaning carpet stains. And many more. So basically, the main use of soap is to clean things.
Just like what we have promised.
Okay. Just like what we have promised, we're going to explain this experiment. So what's make the food coloring look like dancing when there's cotton dipped in milk?
It turns out that this is related to the fat content in milk. Fat and protein is very sensitive to the changes of solution around it, and soap has the property that is able to weaken the chemical bond that holds the fat and protein that dissolves in milk. Soap has two different poles, namely hydrophilic, which attracts the water and can dissolve in water. And the other pole is hydrophobic, which aways from the water so that this end sticks to the fat lumps in milk. An example of the hydrophobic pole is oil. Then, what makes the food coloring look like dancing is because the fat molecules in milk bend, turn, and rotate in all directions when soap gets into the milk. Is that why? Oh.
Okay. Oh, is that why we use soap to clean things for our everyday life?
Exactly. Now, before we end this section, we have one last question for the lucky participant. Just like before, the person who answers the question will get GoPay. Now, the question is, why does the food coloring in milk look like dancing? If you want to answer the question, please type me into the Zoom chat box, and we will invite you to talk. Does anybody know the answer? Why does the food coloring look like dancing?
Alright, the answer is, fat and protein in milk is very sensitive to change of solution around it. Soap has the property to be able to weaken the chemical bonds that hold the fat and protein that dissolve in milk. Then, what makes food coloring look dancing is because the fat molecules in the milk bend, turn, and rotate in all directions when soap gets into the milk. For those of you who answered the question correctly, will be contacted by Miss Honey. Alright everyone, we have come to the end of this section. We apologize for our mistake and we hope that this is useful for us. Thank you for all your attention. I am Hila Fatur Rahman and
I'm Pramita Nafaza Foreign, signing
up.
Wassalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.
Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. My name is Alivia Mirarifin from 9G. For this science competition, I'm going to do rainbow milk experiment. Here are the materials and the equipments: milk, food colorings, dish soap, and plate.
Pour the milk onto the plate.
drop in the food colorings, whatever color you want. I'm using purple, blue, pink, and yellow. The last step is pour the dish soap in the center. The secret of the bursting colors is in the chemistry of that tiny drop of soap. Like other oils, milk fat is a non-polar molecule, and that means it doesn't dissolve in water. When soap is mixed in, however, the non-polar portion of micelles break up and collect the non-polar fat molecules. Then the polar surface of the micelle connects to a polar molecule with the fat held inside the soap micelle. Thanks to the soap connection, literally, the non-polar fat can then be carried by the polar water. This is where the fun begins. The molecules of fat then roll, twist, and contort in all directions as the soap molecules race around to join up with the fat molecules. During all of this fat molecule gymnastics, the food coloring molecules are bumped and shoved everywhere, providing an easy way to observe all the invisible activity. As the soap becomes evenly mixed with the milk, the action slows down and eventually stops. This is why milk with a higher fat content produces a bare explosion of color. Try adding another drop of soap to see if there's any more movement. If so, you discover there's still more fat molecules that haven't found a partner at the big color dance. Add another drop of soap to start the process again. That's it for the rainbow milk experiment. You can also try this at home, and thank you for watching this experiment video. Wassalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.
Oke. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Alhamdulillahirabbil alamin. This is the third section. This is our main experiment that will be conducted by me, Miss Olivia.
And me, Nashwa Kanita Aziza from 8G. And me, Andrea Diza from 7F.
Okay, this section will be done together with us in here, in the studio, and you guys at home. So turn on your camera now. Okay?
Turn on, guys.
Please turn on your camera now. Oh my god, only 5%, guys.
Come on. Turn on your camera, please.
Hey, come on, guys. Turn on your camera, please. Come on. Okay, we are going to do the experiment together. So you have to turn on your camera, please. Come on, guys. Please turn on your camera now. So we can do the experiment together. Come on. Come on, guys.
Come on.
Come on, guys. How many, Miss Honey? Only 7. Oh my god. Come on, guys. Turn on your camera now. So we can do the experiment together. Come on, guys. How many, Miss Honey? How many person? 14. Okay. It is 14 from 80. Oh my god. Come on, guys. Turn on your camera, please. Come on. Come on, guys. Please turn on your camera because we will do the experiment together. Okay, I can see you from here. Come on. Please turn on your camera because we have to do the experiment together. Come on. Have you already prepared your materials? Okay, come on. Turn on your camera, please. Come on. Okay, I think we have to continue our experiment, guys.
Okay. We will accompany you for 20 minutes and do this experiment together.
Yes, you are right. This experiment is called lava bubbles.
Okay, before we do this, let's check your readiness with materials.
Okay, the things that we need are first, clear glass, second, spoon, third, water, fourth, cooking oil, fifth, food coloring, and the last one, soda tablets.
Soda tablets. If you have prepared all the materials, please give us thumbs up reaction on the Zoom meeting.
Okay, let's start the experiment, but make sure you are paying attention and join the experiment exact time with us. Come on, guys.
Let's go.
Okay, first of all, let's put water into the glass.
Okay, I think it's enough.
Okay, make sure the water isn't too much. Just like this.
Okay.
The next.
Have you done it, guys? I hope you have done it.
Okay. Next, the second step. Drop a little food coloring into the water. Hold on. How many drops of food coloring, Miss Olive?
I think it's about for maybe 7 or 10 drops.
Ooh, 10 drops of food coloring. Okay.
Yes.
Then stir until evenly distributed. Have you stirred it, everyone? Make sure you have to stir it.
Now I have the cooking oil right here.
Drops 10 of food coloring into the water and then stir until evenly distributed. Have you done it? If you have done it, please give up a thumbs up reaction on the Zoom meeting.
Okay.
Are you guys ready to do the next step? Here I have the cooking oil, and now let's gently pour the cooking oil to the glass filled with colored water earlier. Is this enough cooking oil, Miss Olive?
I think it's enough. Just make sure the cooking oil is more than the water.
Guys,
Okay.
have you already poured the cooking oil? Please.
I think we have to wait for the participants.
Yes.
For a moment.
Alright, right now we have come to the point of this experiment. The main show. Now hold your soda tablets and show to the cameras. Show to the cameras, guys.
Okay, we have soda tablet here. Open your soda tablet, everyone. Okay.
Okay, let's count from 3 until 1 and dip your soda tablets together. In our count, 3, 2, 1.
Wow.
Duk, 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 duk.
Now, as you can see, this is the result of our experiment. If it's not bubbling, you have to wait for a few moments. But if you want the bubbles to stay a little bit longer, you can add one more soda tablet.
Okay guys, student at home, is your experiment going well? Is it successful? If it is successful, you can give us thumbs up on your Zoom. Okay? Okay, that's cool. Okay, you can also
show us the result, please.
Okay? Show us your result to the camera. Erlinda? Okay, Erlinda, good job. Salman, I think your science teacher have to give you more point. Rama? Nadifa. Good job, guys. Okay, guys.
So now we have succeeded our experiment. Now it's time for quiz. So the first question is...
Wait. I think we should tell the prizes first, right, Miss Olive?
Okay, so please tell us, Nashwa.
Okay, let me tell you. The prices are GoPay. So, I think the amount is enough for you to buy mobile data or maybe GoFood.
Wow.
Something like that.
Okay.
So make sure you can answer correctly to get the GoPay.
But wait, how do they can answer the question?
You can answer the question on chat. If you know the answer, please type me and we will invite you to tell us the answer.
Okay.
Are you guys ready?
Let's go!
Let's go. The first question is, why is oil cannot be mixed with water?
Okay. Can you repeat it?
The question is, why is oil cannot be mixed with water?
So you know the answer? You know the answer? But let's the participant answer it.
Yeah, let's
Is
try.
that right?
Yes.
Can you repeat it?
The question is, why is oil cannot be mixed with water? If you know the answer, please type me, guys.
Okay. Come on, guys. I think you should try to answer the question. Anyone knows? You can type me at the chat to try to answer the question. The question is,
why is oil cannot be mixed with water?
Why?
Okay, so the answer is because oil has a lower density than water. So when water and oil is mixed, it will not combine and oil is in the top layer. Is that right, miss?
yes, that's right. Okay, guys, you have to try another question.
Okay. The next question, the second question, is short water, oil, and soda tablets by the lowest density. Everyone know who?
Okay,
I
can you
will
repeat?
repeat the question. Short water, oil, and soda tablets by the lowest density.
Repeat the
Repeat.
question.
Short water, oil, and soda tablets by the lowest density.
Okay, guys, you can try to answer it.
Water, oil, and soda tablets by the lowest density.
Or maybe you need to translate in bahasa. Artinya, coba urutkan antara apa tadi? Air, minyak, dan soda tablet dari massa jenis yang terkecil.
Teringan.
Ya, silahkan urutkan kira-kira nih antara minyak, air, sama tablet soda mana yang punya massa jenis paling kecil. Silahkan boleh dicoba. Siapa tahu coba-coba jawabannya benar.
Ayo, lumayan GoPay loh hadiahnya.
Yes. Silahkan urutkan antara minyak, air, dan soda tablet dari massa jenis terkecil. Non. Okay.
The answer is oil, water, oil, and soda tablets. That was the answer.
Okay, thank you. How about if I want to add more question?
Yeah, sure.
May I?
Yeah, sure.
May I? So, guys, please, the fastest one, tell me the materials of this experiment. The fastest one. Tell me the materials in this experiment. It's so easy. Please.
Super easy.
Tell me the materials of this experiment. Anyone? Ayo, cuma tinggal sebutin doang bahan-bahan yang kita pakai di eksperimen ini.
Udah ada di depan nih.
Yes.
Apa aja?
Siapa? Jelita 9F. Turn on your camera. Yes, we can hear you. Okay.
The material of the experiment for today is water, oil, food coloring, and soda tablet.
Okay, that's right. So what she get?
Gope.
Oh my god. Okay, congratulations. Okay, so guys, you can tell us the explanation of this experiment.
Yes.
Well, lava bubbles are closely related to density. Density is a value that indicates the ratio between the mass of the object and the volume of the object. The density between oil and water is different. Oil has a lower density than water, so when water and oil is mixed, it will not combine and oil is in the top layer. Another reason is because water is polar while oil is non-polar. Meanwhile, food coloring will only give color to water, not oil.
Soda tablets are used because these tablets will dissolve in water and release the carbon dioxide gas. This carbon dioxide bubbles makes the water at the bottom of the bottle warm up, and when it reaches the surface, the carbon dioxide gas will be released. Then the water that was above will drop to the bottom of the bottles. The application of density in everyday life, for example, is submarines, ships, aircraft, helium balloons, clouds, layers of the earth, and so on.
Okay guys, this is the end of the section. We apologize of any mistakes. Let's close the section by say hamdalah.
Alhamdulillahirrahmanirrahim.
We are signing out. Wassalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.
Bye bye.
Bye bye.
You can leave this. Don't forget to click the attendance link in the chat.
I'm starting from 8th class. This time I will try to do an experiment about surface tension. So in this experiment, I want to try experimenting about surface tension disruption with the question, will the detergent content in the water decrease the surface tension as the literature say? To prove this, first we need water, then 2 plastic containers, 2 wire insect, and then a spoon and a liquid detergent. First step is pour water to the two plastic container with the same amount.
All right, 9th grade students, we have finished our agenda for today. That is the Science Day. So you can leave the Zoom meeting now, and don't forget to click the link that I have sent on the chat room. That is for your present and also your attendance for today. So thank you very much, the 9th grade students, for joining. Don't forget to click the link that is on the chat Zoom, and you can leave the Zoom meeting now. Thank you very much. So I'll see you next time. Bye.
Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Hello everyone, my name is Raisha Fazanarifa and I'm from 7E. And today I'll be doing an experiment about how does the cloud form. So first things first, let's get to the materials. So what you need is boiling water, a jar, a bag of ice, and a match. So without further ado, let's get to the steps. First of all, you need to pour the hot water.
With the question, will the detergent content in the water decrease the surface tension as the literature say? To prove this, first, we need water, then 2 plastic containers, 2 wire insect, and then a spoon, and a liquid detergent. First step is pour water to the two plastic container with the same amount. Then we pour liquid detergent into the second plastic container.
More.
And don't forget to mix it with a spoon. Gentle. And then
Maybe you can add more detergent.
wait. And
Okay, good.
please put the both wire cables
One by one, yeah.
one by one.
One by one.
Yeah. And then, but we see that the wire inside is afloat.
Floating.
Yeah. And then put the second one.
Second one.
And then look,
You
it
can
sinks.
see.
It drowned.
Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. My name is Alivia Mirarifin from 9G. For this science competition, I'm going to do rainbow milk experiment. Here are the materials and the equipments: milk, food colorings, dish soap, and plate. Pour the milk onto the plate. Next step, drop in the food colorings, whatever color you want. I'm using purple, blue, pink, and yellow. The last step is pour the dish soap in the center.
Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Hi, my name is Hilal Fatul Rahman. You can call me Hilal. Today, I'm gonna make an experiment of a balloon that can be inflated without being blown. Now let's prepare the materials and tools. Here we have a balloon, some vinegar liquid, some baking soda, and a plastic bottle. The first step is pour the baking soda into the balloon.
bottle. Next, put the balloon to the bottleneck. Attach tightly to the bottleneck. Now, pouring the baking soda to the vinegar. See the result? It works.
Hi, Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. My name is Lalita Naifa from 9G. I'm going to do the water capillarity experiment. My goal in making this video is to know the process and capacity of the capillarity in tissues and mustard greens. The materials needed are the first step is prepare 6 plastic cups and fill the water in the first, third, and 6th glasses only. The next step is pour 1 drop of food coloring into each glass. The third step, take a tissue and roll the tissue. Then, put the top of the tissue into the first glass and put the bottom of the tissue into the second glass. Do the same for each glass. Wait a few moments for the water to soak into the tissues. Here there will be a process of capillarity water through the tissues, so that the water will seep on the tissues. And because the glass is empty, the water will move to an empty place where there is no water.
Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. My name is Rahman. It's 3 from Class E. Today we're gonna do the cloud in a jar experiment. First, what you need is hot water, ice cubes, and matches, or you can also use hairspray. And you also need plastic to put ice cubes inside it. First, pour the hot water into the jar. And then place the lid on top of it. You don't have to screw it or just put it on top of the jar to prevent the water vapor from escaping. While you wait for this, you can put the ice cubes inside the plastic. You can see here, I already put the ice cube inside the plastic. After a while, you can shake the jar a little bit to remove the water vapor from it, or else you won't be able to see the cloud forming later on. After that, you wanna light up a match. You can hold it on the jar for a little bit and then remove the match or just drop it. After that, put the ice cube on top of the jar, and then you can see the water vapor started to condense or the clouds forming inside of the jar.
Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Hello everyone, my name is Raisha Fazanarifa and I'm from 7E. And today I'll be doing an experiment about how does the cloud form. So first things first, let's get to the materials. So what you need is boiling water, a jar, a bag of ice, and a match. So without further ado, let's get to the steps. First of all, you need to pour the hot water into your jar. And please be careful when you are pouring it. Don't let it touch your skin. When you are done pouring it, wait for approximately 1 minute. Once it's done, you need to throw 3/4 of the water from the jar. Next, grab a match. Make sure you have your parents around you. Light it up. Hold it still for a few seconds on top of the jar. Once you already feel the heat from the match, drop it into the water. Lastly, clog the jar with a bag of ice. And now, if you look inside the jar, you will be seeing vapes started to form. And there you have it. You'll be seeing clouds started to form inside your jar.
What is a
It's day 2021. Okay. All right. Good morning, students. Good morning, 8E students, 8F students, and also 8G students. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. So before we begin our agenda for today, our Science Day, I would like you to turn on your camera first. So please turn on your camera, every one of you, each of you, starting from the 8E, 8F, and also 8G. So we are going to start our agenda after all of you have turned on your camera. You must turn on your camera from the beginning of the agenda until the end of the agenda, okay? So, Miss Olivia, how many of them who have turned on their camera? 4. We are still counting and waiting for you to turn on your camera. 5 people here, okay. How many? 5 is still 5. Come on, guys, turn on your camera. You must turn on your camera from the beginning of this agenda, from now until the end of our agenda for today. So, we are still waiting for you to turn on your camera. Come on. As you can see, after all of you have turned on your camera, we are going to continue to our agenda, which is experiments. There are many great experiments, so we are still waiting for you to turn on your camera. 8, 9. 9 students have turned on their camera. We are still waiting for you. From 8E, from 8F, and also 8G, come on. You have to turn on your camera. Because later on, we are also going to do the experiment together, right? So we need you, and we want to see you on how you do your experiments later. 14. There's still a long way to go, but come on, guys. You don't have to be shy. Just turn on your camera so we know that you are watching us, and we are learning together today. 8E, come on. 8E. My great students, come on, you usually turn on your camera, right? And 8F, 8G, come on. Let's go. We need you to turn on your camera because this is a communication between us. We are learning together. So we need to see you and you need to see us too. So please turn on your camera. Okay, so we are still waiting for you to turn on your camera, so please turn it on until the end of our agenda. So that's it from me. Wassalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.
Plasma gun, you ask? A plasma gun is a gun that doesn't use any gunpowder nor ammunition, but it shoots a little fire.
Can you feature me for telling what I'm going to do? Yes, in this part of the video I'm going to but I'm going to tell you what you're going to need for the plasma gun. The first thing you're going to need is a pipe, a long pipe. The second thing is another pipe, but this one is bigger than the first one. And both of the ends of the bigger pipe, there's like a converter from a big pipe to a small pipe. The third thing is a cable tie. The fourth thing is a tube. The fifth thing is a handle. I prefer my gun with a handle, so I made a handle. I forgot. The fifth thing you're going to need is a glue gun. As you can see, a glue gun and a screw. And the most important thing is a gas canister and a flame gun or a blowtorch or a blowtorch. It's actually for cooking, and as you can see, this is actually for cooking, but I took it for my flame gun. Yeah, that's the only thing you're going to need to make your own plasma gun. And yes, if you're going to make your own plasma gun, please be very, very careful, because like it's dangerous and
Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Alhamdulillahirrabbilalamin. Wassalatu wassalamu ala asyrafil anbiya wal mursalin wa ala alihi wa sahbihi ajma'in, amma ba'du. First of all, thanks to our God Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, who has given us mercy and blessing so we can attend this meeting without any trouble and obstacle. May salawat and salam always be given to our Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam, who has guided us from the darkness to the lightness in this world as well in the next world. Okay, this is Icebreaking Station. I am Dekla Zedafian.
I'm Elfa Sofia. I am Reina Amelia Faiza.
Okay, so Reina, what will we do today?
We are going to do an experiment with solutions.
Okay, so can you read the material for today?
So the materials we need are turmeric powder, water inside the glass, and then a mixer.
Mixer? Sorry.
And these are glasses A, B, and C, which all have different solutions.
Okay, now we move on to the steps, okay? So first, we pour the water into the turmeric powder.
Okay, everyone.
You have to pay
please.
attention, okay? Pay attention to the different, the color that happened. We mix until dissolved. Look at Reina, what color is this?
It's orange.
Okay.
Orange color ya, Deko ya?
Yeah. Okay, now it's already dissolved. Reina, can you hold this?
And then?
The second, we pour this turmeric water to the glass A. Mix it.
And now we mix.
Please mix.
Until it dissolves.
What color is that, Reina?
It's light yellow.
It's light yellow. Okay, now we move on to the glass B. Okay, mix it. Look at Reina, what color is that?
Now it's dark yellow.
Dark yellow.
Okay,
And
B
the last,
is dark yellow.
but not least,
And
the
the last?
glass C.
Glass C.
Oh, what color is that, Reina?
Now it's dark red.
Dark red. Okay, now we have three different color: light yellow, dark yellow, and red. Now we have some question for you guys. To answer it, type me ME in your Zoom chat. When we finish, tell the question. Okay, first question, Reina.
The first question is, which kind of solution is in glass A?
Which kind of solution in glass A? Type me.
Okay, everyone. Please
ME.
answer the question. Okay, HE.
ME in your Zoom chat.
If
the first type me, we will choose to answer the question.
Okay, please answer the question for HE, HF, and HE.
Which kind of solution is in glass A? Which kind?
Which kind of solution? We have three choices for you guys. There, is it acid, base, or neutral? In glass A, is it acid, base, or neutral?
Okay, in Indonesian silahkan jawab pertanyaannya ya.
There will be some prize for you guys.
Asam, basa, atau netral? Oke, silahkan. Please, HG,
HEFG,
HF, siapa? Oh, Nisha.
Nisha, please turn on your camera and answer. The question?
The answer.
Oh, can you repeat the answer, Nisha?
What is it, Nisha? Nisha?
I think it's acid.
Acid. Acid. Is acid is right, Reina?
No.
Oh, I'm sorry, Nisha. The answer is not acid. Anybody want to answer? Anybody? Okay.
Okay, Abian Faris, thank you. What is your answer, Abian?
Can you turn on the camera and answer the question? Base?
Base?
Is it base?
No.
Oh, I'm sorry.
No.
It's not base.
Abian, I'm sorry, Abian. Thank you for your answer, Abian. Next.
Anybody want to answer it again? There will be some prize for you guys. A GoPay voucher.
Oh yeah.
Okay, we move on to the
answer.
second
Okay,
question,
next.
Reina.
Next, the second.
Yes, the second question is, which kind of solution in glass B?
Which kind of solution is in glass B?
Okay, what kind of solution in glass B? Yeah.
I will repeat. There are three answers. It's maybe acid, base, or neutral.
Neutral. Okay. Please.
Anybody type me now? ME in the Zoom chat.
F A G. Please answer the question.
Maulano from 8F.
Okay, Maulano, thank you.
He said it's base.
Base?
No.
No, I'm sorry. The answer is not base. Anybody want to answer?
Okay, thank you, Maulano. It's your answer, Maulano.
Glass B. The color is dark yellow. Anybody want to answer again?
Hi, Maulano.
Yes, there are only three options, and base is not correct.
Rumi from 8F.
Oh,
okay.
Rumi.
Please turn on the camera.
Please turn on your camera, Rumi. Udah.
Okay, what the answer, Rumi?
Please turn on your camera, Rumi Maulana.
Murtawab.
Where is Rumi? Okay.
Okay, Rumi, what is the answer? What is the answer?
I think it's acid.
Okay, correct for you, Rumi. Congratulations.
Thank you for your question.
Now to the last question.
Which kind of solution in glass C?
Okay, it's turning into dark red. Anybody want to answer? Type me in the Zoom chat right now.
Okay, next question, yeah. Please
type me
answer the question
for the glassy color dark red.
Siapa?
Dika from 8F. Turn on your camera, please.
Please, Dika, turn on your camera. Where is Dika? 8F? Yeah, miss.
8F,
okay,
Dika.
8F. Dika. Please turn on your camera, Dika. Okay.
Okay. So what is the answer, Dika?
The answer is base.
Base. Congratulations.
Okay, thank you, Dika. Okay, Dika, thank you. Your answer, Dika.
That means the glass A is neutral. Okay. Now I will tell you the conclusion of our experiment today. This activity used turmeric as a common use in curry food as a natural indicator for acidity and basicity. Turmeric is yellow in acid and neutral substance, for example cola as acid and plain milk as neutral solution in our experiment. But turns dark red with bases. In this experiment we use detergent. So you can use this indicator to test many solutions and determine it. Okay, that's all from us.
Thank you for your attention.
Stay healthy.
Stay safe.
Stay at home.
Okay, stay at home.
That's all from us. Wassalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Thank you for see you in the next session, guys.
Thank you.
Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. My name is Rahman Rahman, grade 3 from class E. Today we're gonna do the cloud in a jar experiment. First, what you need is hot water, ice cubes, and matches, or you can also use hairspray. And you also need plastic to put ice cubes inside it. First, pour the hot water into the jar. And then place the lid on top of it. You don't have to screw it or Just put it on top of the jar to prevent the water vapor from escaping. While you wait for this, you can put the ice cubes inside the plastic. You can see here, I already put the ice cube inside the plastic. After a while, you can shake the jar a little bit to remove the water vapor from it, or else you won't be able to see the cloud forming later on. After that, you wanna light up a match. You can hold it on the jar for a little bit and then remove the match or just drop it. After that, put the ice cube on top of the jar, and then you can see the water vapor started to condense or the clouds forming inside of the jar. This process is about condensation of water, which is water vapor turns into water droplets. When water droplets gather and unite, it becomes cloud, which appears in our sky too. Use the hot water for the water vapor as a simulation of water vapor from all around the world, and the ice cube to create cold air on top of the jar. We'll use the matches for its smoke as a substitute of dust. When you pour the hot water onto the jar, some of it becomes water vapor and rises up to the top where it makes contact with the cold air thanks to the ice cube. When water vapor makes contact with cold air, it condenses. However, a cloud only forms when the water vapor condenses into something. In this case, the water condenses into smoke of matches. In nature, the water condenses into dust, pollution, pollen, or volcanic ash. After a while, or after the cloud has started to fill the jar, you can remove the ice and see the cloud escape the jar. Now, you might be thinking, you can do that without using matches, or you can do that without using ice cubes. At first, I'm thinking the same, but after trying it out myself, it doesn't work. It's different. Now, let me show you the difference. First, let's try to do it without using matches. Okay. Put the ice cube on top of it, and you can see the cloud doesn't form inside of the jar. Even if you wait for a few minutes, the cloud still won't form. Now for the second test, let's try to do it without using any ice cube. We can still use it for the second time. You don't have to change the water every time. Let's try to do it with using only matches. Hold it inside the jar for a few seconds and then drop it. Replace the ice cube with the lid, and you can see the cloud still doesn't form even if you wait. You can still somehow see the something coming out of the jar. That is water vapor, not the cloud that formed. This experiment is fun and easy, but it's still dangerous because it uses hot water and matches. That's all for my experiment today. Thank you. Wassalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.
Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Hello guys, welcome to the second section. My name is Hila Fatul Rahman from 7G and
I'm Pramita Nafaza Foreign from 8F.
We will accompany you for the next 15 minutes.
In this section, we will do an experiment called Rainbow in Milk. Are you guys ready to watch us do the experiment?
Well, I'm excited. After this experiment, there will be questions and answer, and you will get prizes if you answer it correctly.
As you can see here, we already prepared the materials. So what do we have here?
First, we have some milk, fresh milk. Then we got some food coloring. One is blue. The second one is yellow. And then green. And also we need a cotton.
Also, don't forget to prepare your liquid soap and a container. I recommend using a container that has a wide area. In total, we need 5 materials. Now, let's do the experiment. First of all, get your fresh milk and pour it to the container. Oh, this is a little hard. Okay, I think this is enough.
Next, drop enough food coloring on the fresh milk. Drop 3 times. 1, 2, and 3. And then the green one. 1, 2, 3. Don't forget the yellow one. One, 2, 3. Do not stir your mixture or else your experiment will fail.
Now, get your cotton and dip it to the liquid soap. Just like that.
Place the cotton that has dipped in liquid soap in the middle of the plate filled with milk and dye.
Ooh, after a few moments, the dye will form a rainbow. Look, the colors are moving like they're dancing. Are you guys curious about how this happened?
We will explain about the experiment, but first, we will do a quiz.
So Hilal and I will give you guys a few questions, and the person who answers the fastest and is correct will receive GoPay. Yay! If you want to answer the questions, please type me, M-E, into the Zoom chat box and we will invite you to talk. The first question is, mention at least 5 nutrients in milk. Does anybody know the answer? If you do know the answer, type me, M-E, to the Zoom chat box. Come on, guys. Mention at least 5 nutrients in milk. Oh, Abian Faris from 8F. Please turn on your camera and your microphone. So what is the answer to the question?
Can you hear it? Can you hear it?
Yes, we can hear you. Yes, we can hear you.
There are protein, and then carbohydrate, and vitamin and mineral.
Can you please repeat the answer?
Protein, carbohydrate, and vitamin, and also mineral or natrium.
What kind of vitamin?
Vitamin A consists of 30%, and then vitamin C consists of 10%, vitamin D3 consists of 20%, and then vitamin K consists of 10%, vitamin B1 consists of 20%, and vitamin B2 consists of 20%, and then vitamin B3 consists of 15%.
Okay, that's enough. That's enough.
Congratulations. You are correct. Yes, milk contains protein, fat, vitamin A, vitamin B, vitamin D, vitamin E, calcium, potassium, phosphorus, omega-3, omega-6, iron, zinc, selenium, prebiotics, and carbohydrates.
Next, we move on to the second question. The second question is, mention at least 5 uses of soap in everyday life. You can answer it in the chat box. Type me and you will answer the question. Mention at least 5 uses of soap in everyday life.
Does anybody know the answer? Come on, it's so easy. What do we use soap for? Okay, I will translate it to bahasa Indonesia. Apa manfaat dari sabun dalam kehidupan sehari-hari kita? Sebutkan 5 dari manfaat sabun tersebut. Sekali lagi, apa manfaat atau kegunaan dari sabun? Sebutkan 5. If you know the answer, please type me to the chat box. Anyone knows? We use soap in our everyday lives, right? So, what is it for? Okay, nobody wants to answer. So what's the answer to the question?
The answer is clean the body from dust and sweat, cleaning or removing moss, cleaning kitchens, cleaning bathrooms, washing dishes, washing clothes, cleaning oil, and cleaning carpet stains. Just like what we have promised, we're going to explain the experiment. So, what makes the food coloring look like dancing when there's cotton dipped in milk?
It turns out that this is related to the fat content in milk. Fat and protein in milk is very sensitive to the changes of solution around it. And soap has the property that is able to weaken the chemical bonds that holds the fat and protein that dissolves in milk. Soap has two different poles. The first one is hydrophilic, which attracts the water and can dissolve in water. And the second pole is hydrophobic, which aways from the water so that this end sticks to the fat lumps in milk. Then what makes the food coloring look like dancing is because the fat molecules in the milk blend, turn and rotate in all directions when soap gets into the milk.
Oh, is that why we use soap to clean things in our everyday life?
Exactly. Now, before we end this section, we have one last question to the lucky participant. Just like before, the person who can answer the question correctly will get GoPay. Now, the question is, what makes the food coloring look like dancing? I've explained about this before, and if you do know the answer, type ME, M-E, to the Zoom chat box, and we will invite you to talk. Anybody? Why does the food coloring in milk look like dancing?
Does anybody know the answer?
If you answer it, you will get GoPay. Come on, friends. Okay, I will translate the question to bahasa Indonesia. Kenapa warna yang ada di dalam susu ini itu terlihat seperti mereka sedang menari? Tadi mereka bergerak-bergerak kan? Nah, itu kenapa? Oh iya, kalian juga bisa jawab pertanyaannya dengan bahasa Indonesia. If using English is too hard for you.
Come on, guys.
I'm pretty sure I explained about this before, right?
Yes.
Okay, nobody can answer the question, so what is the answer?
The answer is fat and protein in milk is very sensitive to changes of solution around it. Soap has the property to be able to weaken the chemical bonds that fat and protein that dissolve in milk. Then what makes food coloring look dancing is because the fat molecules in the milk bend, turn and rotate in all directions when soap gets into the milk. For those of you who answer the question correctly, will be contacted by Miss Honey. We apologize for... Alright everyone, we have come to the end of this section. We apologize for the mistake and we hope that this is useful for us. Thank you for all attention. I am Hila Fatur Rahman and
I'm Pramita Nafaza Foreign, signing
up.
Wassalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.
Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.
Waalaikumsalam warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.
Hi, my name is Abdian Faris Ansafi from 8th class. This time, I will try to do an experiment about surface tension. The background why I chose this experiment theme was carried out based on my concern about the river, about the environment of the ecosystem in the river, which recently happened in there and was reported in several medias. One of the issues is concern about the water pollution because of excessive disposal detergent content from housing or industry to the rivers. Example, about river pollution in Kali Hitam and Banjir Kanal Timur in Jakarta, Ciliwung River and other rivers in West Java, Central Java and East Java. This results in river water that appears like mountain of foams. Of course, this issue is worrying related to the quality and availability of clean water and disruption of ecosystem in living things in the rivers due to habitat changes. I have also observed that nowadays it is very difficult to find living insects floating on the surface of water in the rivers and lakes near my neighborhood. The loss of insect population in that live on the surface of the river water to the maybe because of that water pollution. So in this experiment, I want to try experimenting about surface tension disruption with the question, will the detergent content in the water decrease the surface tension as the literature say? To prove this, first, we need water, then 2 plastic containers, 2 wire insect, and then a spoon and a liquid detergent. First step is pour water to the two plastic container with the same amount. Then we pour liquid detergent into the second plastic container.
More.
And don't forget to mix it with a spoon. Gentle. And then?
Maybe you can add more detergent.
Wait. Okay. And
Okay, good.
please put the both wire cables.
One by one, yeah.
One by one.
The-
One by one.
One by one.
And then what we see that the wire insect is afloat.
Floating.
Yeah. And then put the second one.
Second one.
And then look,
You
it
can
sinks.
see.
It drowned.
Drown.
How could this
Still
happen?
floating.
Yeah. This is still floating.
Okay.
And then how could this happen? We can see and prove that this wire insect is floating on the surface of clean water, different from other wire insect which run immediately after placed on the surface with water containing detergent. How could we explain about this? Previously, let's talk about a little bit about what is surface tension is. Surface tension is the tendency of liquid surfaces is to shrink into the minimum surface area possible. Surface tension allows insects to float and slide on the water surface without becoming even partly submerged. In this experiment, it is proven that detergent can reduce surface tension, which causes insects that live on the surface of the water to drown and eventually die. From the literature review, the presence of solutes in the liquid can increase or decrease the surface tension. For water, the presence of certain inorganic and non-electrolyte such as sucrose and glycerin increases the surface tension. Meanwhile, the presence of substances such as soap, detergent, and alcohol is effective in reducing surface tension. As a conclusion and suggestions, let us reduce the use of detergents that are not environmentally friendly, or maybe in the future it's necessary to make environmentally friendly cleaning fluids, like example eco detergent, or make a better wastewater treatment plant, or WWTP, because we have to protect aquatic environments such as rivers or lakes to maintain the balance of aquatic ecosystems and protect the insects and other organisms who live in it. Finally, let me express a quote. A way of life that makes the environment sick will ultimately make humans sick. Likewise, a way of life that makes our environment healthy will make humans healthy. So, let us care for the environment and love our earth that will avoid us from disasters. It's one dalil nakli from Surah Aru verse 41. Doharo fasadu fil barri wal bahri bima kasabat aydin nasi liyuziqahum ba'dallazi amilu la'allahum yarji'un. It has been shown that the damage on land and sea was caused by human hands. Allah wants them to feel some of the result of their actions, so that they will return to the right path. That is all for me, and hopefully it can give us wisdom to be more concerned with the environment issue. What we need to do is, let's protect our environment, start from ourselves, and start it from right now. Thank you for your attention. Wassalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.
Waalaikumsalam warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.
Okay. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Alhamdulillah, this is the third section. It is our main experiment that will be conducted by me, Miss Olivia.
And me, Nasha Kanita Aziza from 8G.
And me, Andrea Diza from 7F.
Okay, this section will be done together with us here in the studio and you guys at home. So turn on your camera now.
Turn on your camera, please. Come on.
All of you, please turn on the camera. Okay? Okay, we are still waiting. Turn on your camera, please. We are doing this experiment together, so you have to turn on your camera. Come on, guys. We'll do the experiment together, so please turn on your camera now.
You can place your materials in front of your camera so you can see it.
Okay, guys, come on. Please turn on your camera because we have to do this experiment together. And put your materials in front of the camera. Okay, we can see you.
Please, AE, AF, AG. Please turn on your camera now.
Okay, please turn on your camera. Okay.
Good. Good job.
So we will accompany you for 20 minutes and do this experiment together.
Yes, you are right. This experiment is called lava bubbles.
Okay, before we do this, let's check your readiness with materials.
Okay, so the things we need are first clear glass, the second spoon, the third water, fourth cooking oil, fifth food coloring, and the last one soda tablets.
If you have prepared all the materials, please give us a thumbs up reaction on this Zoom meeting.
Okay, let's start the experiment. Make sure you are paying attention and do the experiment with exact time with us.
Okay, let's go.
Okay.
So, first of all, let's put water into the glass.
Okay guys, you can join us. You can also pour the water. Yes, I think it's enough.
Make sure the water isn't too much, just like this. Okay. Okay guys, have you already poured the water? I hope you have. Turn it. Okay, we will wait for you until you finish pouring the water.
Okay. The second step, drop a little food coloring into the water. Oh, hold on. How many drops of food coloring, Miss Olive?
I think it's about 7 or maybe 10 drops.
Ooh, 10 drops, okay.
Yes.
Then stir the water until evenly distributed. Remember guys, 10 drops of food coloring. And don't forget to stir the water. Have you stirred the water, everyone? Make sure you have to stir it.
Okay, so here I have the cooking oil, and together with me, let's gently put the cooking oil into the glass filled with colored water earlier. Is this enough cooking oil, Miss Olive?
You can add it more.
Okay.
Just make sure the cooking oil is more than the water. Yes, I think it's enough.
Okay. Okay.
Let not too much.
Have you poured the cooking oil, everyone? If you have poured the cooking oil, please show it to the camera.
Okay, you can show your experiment to the camera.
Alright, right now we have come to the point of this experiment. The main show. Now, take off your soda tablet and hold your soda tablet. And show the soda tablet to the camera. Hold it to the camera. Okay, let's count from from 3 until 1 and dip the soda tablet together. In our count, 3, 2, 1.
Wait.
We have to wait for
a few
moments. Everyone,
Now,
be patient.
Okay, as you can see, this is the result of our experiment. If it's not bubbling, you have to wait for a few moments. But if you want the bubbles to stay a little bit longer, you can add one more soda tablet. Just like this.
Wow, beautiful. Student at home, is your experiment going well? Is it successful? If it is successful, you can give us thumbs up reaction in your Zoom. And you can also show your experiment to the camera. Wow, good. Good job.
So, we have succeeded in our experiment. Now, it's time for quiz.
Quiz time.
So, the first question...
Wait. I think we should tell the prizes first, right, Miss Olive?
Okay, so please tell us, Nashwa.
Okay, let me tell you. The prizes are GoPay. I think the amount is enough for you to buy mobile data or GoFood. So make sure you can answer correctly the question and to get the GoPay.
But how do they can answer the question?
You can answer the question on the chat. If you know the answer, please type me and we'll invite you to tell us the answer. So, are you ready?
Let's go!
So, the first question is, why is oil cannot be mixed with water?
Okay, you can chat me in the chat room. Can you repeat it? Abian Ikram, 8G. Please turn on your camera. Abian. Okay, you can answer it.
Because
Please tell us the answer.
Or the water is too heavier. It's
Water
heavier
is too heavier
than the oil.
than the oil.
The water is heavier than the oil.
Okay, is that right, miss?
Close. It is almost close. Can you complete it? What is the heavier?
The water. It has different.
Okay, it is almost close actually. So, what do you think?
Well,
yeah, I think you can get it. So the right answer is
because oil has a lower density than water. So when water and oil is mixed, it cannot combine and oil is in the top layer.
Okay, I think you are close, right? Because the water is bigger at the density.
Yeah.
But I think
you still get
he's
the
right.
prize.
Okay, congratulations. Okay, I think the next question.
Okay, let's move to the second question. This question is sort water, oil, and soda tablet by the lowest density.
Okay, if you know the answer, you can chat me. Can you repeat?
Sort water, oil, and soda tablets by the lowest density.
Anyone knows?
sort water, oil, and soda tablets by the lowest density. Anyone? That was very easy.
Oke, saya terjemahkan ya. Jadi silahkan urutkan dari massa jenis yang terkecil antara
minyak,
air, sama
soda
tablet. Urutkan dari massa jenis yang terkecil. Kira-kira urutannya yang mana? Antara minyak, air, sama soda tablet. Silahkan yang tahu, yang bisa atau yang mau coba-coba, silahkan chat me.
Abian from 8F, please tell us the answer.
You can turn on the camera, Abian.
Oil, water, and soda tablet.
Correct. You're right. Congratulations.
Congratulations.
Hi. Okay. So guys, you can tell us the scientific explanation of this experiment.
Well, lava bubbles are closely related to density. Density is a value that indicates the ratio between a mass of the object and the volume of the object. The density between oil and water is different. Oil has a lower density than water, so that when water and oil is combined, it will not mix, and oil is in the top layer. Another reason is because water is polar and oil is non-polar. Meanwhile, food coloring only give color to water, not oil.
Soda tablets are used because these tablets will dissolve in water and release the carbon dioxide gas. The carbon dioxide bubbles makes the water at the bottom of the bottle warm up, and when it reaches the surface, the carbon dioxide gas will be released. Then the water that was above will drop to the bottom of the bottle. The application of density in everyday life, for example, is submarines, ships, aircraft, balloons, clouds, layer of the earth, and so on.
Okay, I think this is the last section. Hopefully this experiment is useful and informative for us. We apologize of any mistakes. So let's close this section with say Basmal Alhamdulillah.
Alhamdulillahirabbil alamin.
I am Miss Olivia.
And I'm Nashwa Kanita.
And I'm Andrea Diza.
We're signing out. Wassalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. See you.
Saya ngaduk ini aja, Bu.
Alright everyone, we have come to the end of our agenda. So we had ice breaking on the first, and then the second.
The experiment show.
By Pramita and Hilal, and then the last one was the main experiment. So we hope that your experiment has done successfully, and don't forget to click the link that we have sent on the chat. You must fill in from the beginning until the end, and you can leave the Zoom meeting now after you have clicked the link. So we will see you next time.
Okay, bye-bye everybody.
Bye everyone.
Arifin from 9G. For this science competition, I'm going to do rainbow milk experiment. Here are the materials and the equipments: milk, food colorings, dish soap, and plate. Pour the milk onto the plate. Next step, drop in the food colorings, whatever color you want. I'm using purple, blue, pink, and yellow. The last step is pour the dish soap in the center.
Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Hi, my name is Hilal Fatul Rahman. You can call me Hilal. Today, I'm gonna make an experiment of a balloon that can be inflated without being blown. Now let's prepare the materials and tools. Here we have a balloon, some vinegar liquid, some baking soda, and a plastic bottle. The first step is pour the baking soda into the balloon. bottle. Next, put the balloon to the bottleneck. Attach tightly to the bottleneck. Now, pouring the baking soda to the vinegar. See the result? It works.
Hi, Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. My name is Lalita Naifa from 9G. I'm going to do the water capillarity experiment. My goal in making this video is to know the process and capacity of the capillarity in tissues and mustard greens. The materials needed are the first step is prepare 6 plastic cups and fill the water in the first, third, and 6th glasses only. The next step is pour 1 drop of food coloring into each glass. The third step, take a tissue and roll the tissue. Then, put the top of the tissue into the first glass and put the bottom of the tissue into the second glass. Do the same for each glass. Wait a few moments for the water to soak into the tissues. Here there will be a process of capillarity water through the tissues, so that the water will seep on the tissues. And because the glass is empty, the water will move to an empty place where there is no water.
Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.
Good morning, students. Good morning, 7th grade students. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. So, good morning, everyone. So, before we start the Science Day 2021, our agenda for this morning, we would like you to turn on your camera first. As usual, please turn on your camera, all of you, from 7E, 7F, and 7G. We would like you to show your face and join us together with these experiments that you are going to experience. So there will be an ice-breaking agenda. There will be also the main show, the show experiment from the students, and there is also our main experiment that we are going to do together. But before that, we would like you to turn on your camera, all of you. So come on, start your video now, because we are going to begin after all of you have turned on your camera. So let's see. How many students are already there? 24? Yeah, with the video on. 24 students. Okay, we are still waiting for you to turn on your camera. Come on, guys. Okay, 30 of you have turned on your camera. We are still waiting for the others. 40 now. Good. Okay, so please turn on your camera now. As you can see, we are already preparing our first experiment here. So we would like you to turn on your camera so we know that you are watching us and learning together with us and interact with us too. So please turn on your camera. Come on. So how many of them already turned on their camera? There are many. Okay, 40, 45 students. Okay, so we really hope that you can turn on your camera. Well, it's a must actually, because we need to see your face as we are going to interact with you too. There will be also quizzes and prizes for you. And in the end, we are also going to announce the winners of the science video experiment competition. So stay tuned and turn on your camera until the end of our agenda. So that's it from me. I'll see you by you turning on your camera, okay? So wassalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.
Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Alhamdulillahirabbil alamin wassalatu wassalamu ala asyrafil anbiya'i wal mursalin wa ala alihi wa sahbihi ajmain. Amma ba'du. First of all, let thanks to our God Allah Subhanahu wa taala who is giving us his blessing and mercy so we can attend this meeting without any trouble and obstacle. May salawat and salam always be with our Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam who has guided us from the darkness to the lightness in this world as well in the next world. So today we're gonna do ice breaking. I am Deka Zadafian.
My name is Miss Virus Camila.
I am Reina Amelia Faiza.
So what will we do today, Reina?
We will do an experiment with solutions.
Oh, solution. So interesting. Maybe you can explain more about the experiment that we'll do today. Maybe before that, I will for sure the students that have joined this meeting, how many students that still on the camera?
Not on the camera.
Oh,
Oh, there's
best
a lot.
record. Give applause. Be active. Thank you so much. Keep still on camera and be
Okay.
active, right?
Then you have to pay attention to these glasses. So you have to see the different color after we mix it, okay?
Yep.
So now we'll begin with the materials. First, turmeric powder.
Okay, turmeric powder. Where is it? Turmeric powder? Okay. Right. Turmeric powder. And then?
Water.
Water. Okay, right.
And then mixer.
Mixer.
Next.
And these are glasses A, B, and C.
Okay. There is glass A, B, and C with different solution. Right. Okay, next.
Next, we're going to do a step. First of all, pour the glass of water to the turmeric powder.
Okay, pour it. Be careful. Yep. Nice.
Then we mix until dissolved.
Okay, mix it.
Look at what color is it, Reina?
Wow, it's orange.
It's orange.
Okay.
Okay, we mix it until dissolved. Okay, now we're gonna pour this turmeric powder
Maybe
to
you
the
can
glass.
show with all our students the color of turmeric powder that dissolve with water. Okay.
Okay. Now we're going to pour to the glass A.
Okay, we pour to glass A.
Okay.
Wow.
And now we mix it until it dissolves.
We mix it.
What color is that, Reina?
It's orange.
Yep, the color
Okay.
is orange.
Little bit dark,
A little
dark
bit
orange.
And
Next
then?
is glass B.
And glass B. Mix it.
It's turning
Maybe
into orange.
the color more orange, right?
Yeah,
Yes.
more
Dark
dark,
orange.
darker.
Okay, now
And the
last,
last?
we're going to pour in the glass.
Glass C. Okay. Let's mix it.
Oh, the color is turning into dark,
Dark
red.
Very different with other solution.
Okay.
Dark red in glass C. Okay.
Yes.
So,
Now, we have some question for you guys. To answer it, you have to type me, M-E, in the Zoom chat after we finish to read the question. Okay, Reina, go to the first question, please.
Okay, the first question is, which kind of solution is in glass A?
Which kind of solution in glass A? Type me now, M-E, in the Zoom chat right now.
okay. The first answer, write me on the chat Zoom. We will be choose to answer the question. So, who is the first chat me on Zoom? Maybe you can repeat the question.
Yes, the question is which kind of solution?
Which
in
kind of
glass A?
solution?
Which kind of
In
solution?
glass A.
Okay, which kind of solution in glass A? Sorry, glass. Yeah, glass A.
Okay, anybody answer it?
No.
Okay, we will give you some choice. There are three choice, maybe acid, base, or neutral.
Yeah.
What is solution in this glass? In this glass, is it acid, base, or neutral? Tristan from 7G. Tristan, on your
Hello,
camera,
Tristan. How are you today? Please on your camera and please unmute your microphone. Hello, Tristan. Okay, Tristan.
So, Tristan, what is the answer?
Neutral.
Neutral?
Is that true?
Is that true? Neutral?
No.
Oh, sorry, Tristan.
Tristan.
Not neutral. Not neutral.
Okay. Okay. Maybe we can next
the next question.
So the next question is, which kind of solution in glass B?
Which kind of solution in glass B?
Which kind of
Type me
solution in glass B? Please write me on your chat Zoom and I will choose the first who has
answered the question.
Yep.
Anybody?
What kind of solution in glass B? Okay. There is 3 options: neutral solution, acid solution, or basis solution.
There are three choices: acid, base, or neutral. Anybody?
No. What about the reward? Who has answered the correct this question?
Yes, if you correct for the question, you will get a reward that is GoPay voucher.
Wow, GoPay voucher.
Yes, of course.
For chat time Goceng?
Yes, maybe.
Wow, that's so amazing. Wow,
Okay.
me one.
Anybody want to answer? What is the solution in glass B? There are only 3 choices: acid, base, or neutral.
Please choose.
If you correct, you will get
solution.
GoPay voucher.
Yes, GoPay voucher.
Anybody?
No?
No more?
Oh, so sorry to hear that.
Okay,
Maybe
so
it's easy answer. Maybe we
Okay,
can
we can
move to the next question.
Last question? Yes, last question is which kind of solution in glass C?
Glass C.
Solution in glass C. There are only 3 choices: acid, base, or neutral. Only 3.
Please.
If you correct, you will get GoPay voucher.
Yay.
Anyone?
GoPay voucher is waiting you.
Yes, of course.
You can choose 3 out solution. There is neutral solution, acid solution, or basis solution. Very easy.
Very easy.
You can just choose 3, or you do chop tip tube.
Chop tip tube, right?
Yes.
Chop tip tube.
It
Chop
will
tip
be
tube
right.
will get a GoPay voucher. Wow, so amazing.
Yes. Anybody want to answer it?
Oh, maybe. Okay. Jadi, okay, Ardelia, please, Ardelia, on your camera and unmute your microphone. Oh, Ardelia. Oh, I see Ardelia on a video experiment.
Yes.
Okay.
So, Delia, what is the answer for the solution in glass C?
Yes.
I think it's acid.
She thinks it's acid.
Acid? Is that true?
Oh, I'm so sorry.
Oh, sorry, Amelia.
Okay, that's
The
all
answer
right,
is
yeah.
not acid.
Yeah.
Anybody want to answer it again? Help Ardelia. Only 3 choices.
Rianti from 70.
Rianti, 7. Neutral.
Oh,
no,
so sorry.
Still incorrect.
Okay.
Still incorrect.
There's nobody's correct. It's okay, everybody. So we're gonna reveal the answer right now.
Okay.
So in glass A, the answer is acid. We use vinegar as acid. And the glass B, the answer is neutral. We use water and salt. And the last is base. We use detergent.
Okay.
So it's okay, everybody. Now I will read the conclusion for this experiment.
Okay.
This activity used turmeric, a common use in curry food, as a natural indicator for acidity and basicity. Turmeric is yellow in acid and neutral substance. For example, vitamin. Sorry, one moment. Okay. Basicity. Turmeric is yellow in neutral substance. For example, vinegar as acid and salt water as neutral solution.
in our experiment, but turns darker with bases in this experiment with detergent.
Okay.
So you can use this indicator to explain the solution and determine it.
Okay. That's all about ice breaking today. I hope you understand and make. So what the next session, Deko?
The next session must be the experiment show. Okay, that's all from us.
Thank you for your attention.
Stay safe.
Stay healthy.
Stay at home.
Wassalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.
See you on the next session, guys.
Bye.
Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Hello everyone, my name is Faisha Fazanarifa and I'm from 7E. Today I'll be doing about how does the cloud form. So first things first, let's get to the materials. So what you need is boiling water, a jar, a bag of ice, and a match. So without further ado, let's get to the steps. First of all, you need to pour the hot water into your jar. And please be careful when you are pouring it. Don't let it touch your skin. When you are done pouring it, wait for approximately 1 minute. Once it's done, you need to throw 3/4 of the water from the jar. Next, grab a match. Make sure you have your parents around you. Light it up, hold it still for a few seconds on top of the jar. Once you already feel the heat from the match, drop it into the water. Lastly, clog the jar with a bag of ice. And now, if you look inside the jar, you will be seeing vapes started to form. And there you have it. You'll be seeing clouds started to form inside your jar. Well, as you can see, the warm water and the match heated the air inside the jar. The warm wet air rises up to the top of the jar and runs into the cold air just below the ice cubes. When the warm wet air meets the cold air, they create a cloud of water droplets. And that's how the cloud forms. Clouds are just collections of tiny water droplets formed when the warm wet air that's been heated by the sun meets the cold damp air coming off the cold ground. When enough water droplets are formed together, they get too heavy to float and then they started to release it. And that's how rain started. I think that's enough for my experiment today. I'm really sorry if I did any mistakes. Wassalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.
The second section, I am Hila Faturahman from 7G and
I'm Pramita Nafaza Foreign from 8F.
We will accompany you for the next 15 minutes.
In this section, we will do an experiment called Rainbow in Milk. Are you guys ready to watch us do the experiment?
Well, I'm excited. After the experiment, there will be questions and answers, and you will get prizes if you can answer it correctly.
As you can see here, we already prepared the materials. So what do we have here?
First, we need some fresh milk. And we need some food coloring. Here we have red, yellow, and also green. And also we need a cotton too.
Also, don't forget to prepare your liquid soap and a container. I recommend using a container that has a wide area. So in total, we need 5 materials. Now let's do the experiment. First of all, pour enough fresh milk into your container. As you can see, I'm currently pouring the milk. And I think that's enough.
Put enough food coloring on the fresh milk. First is red. 1, 2, and 3. Yellow. 1, 2, and 3. And don't forget green. One, 2, 3.
Do you want a tissue to wipe off?
Oh yes, thank you.
The spilled? Okay, next step, get your cotton and dip it to the liquid soap. Just like that.
Place the cotton that has dipped in the liquid soap into the middle of the plate filled with milk and dye.
Ooh, after a few moments, the dye will form a rainbow. Look, the colors are moving like they're dancing. Are you guys curious about how this happened?
We're gonna explain about the experiment, but before that, we will do a quiz.
Hilal and I will give you guys a few questions, and the person who answers the fastest and is correct will get gope. If you want to answer the question, please type me, M-E, to the Zoom chat box and we will invite you to talk. The first question is, mention at least 5 nutrients in milk. Once again, if you know the answer, type me to the Zoom chat box.
Anyone knows the answer?
The question is, mention at least 5 nutrients in milk. What does milk contain in it? Almayra from 7G, can you please turn on your camera and your microphone? Almayra from 7G. You can tell us the answer.
Hello.
Hi,
Hello.
Almayra. Hi, Almayra.
Yes, hi. It's calcium.
So what is your answer to the question?
I'm reading it. Wait. It's calcium, phosphorus, B vitamins, potassium, and vitamin D.
Congratulations, Almayra. You are correct. Yay. Yes, milk contains fat, protein, vitamin A, vitamin B, vitamin D, vitamin E, calcium, phosphorus, potassium, omega-3, omega-6, iron, zinc, selenium, prebiotics, and carbohydrates.
Now, let's move on to the second question. The second question is, mention at least 5 uses of soap in everyday life. You can answer in the chat box.
Mention at least 5 uses of soap. Does anybody know the answer? What do we usually use soap for? Mention at least 5 uses of it.
Anyone knows? Oke. Apa manfaat dari sabun dalam kehidupan sehari-hari?
Sebutkan 5 manfaat dari sabun. Does anybody know the answer? It's a very easy question.
In translate. Oke. Sebutkan 5 manfaat sabun dalam kehidupan sehari-hari. 5 kegunaan sabun dalam kehidupan sehari-hari.
Come on, guys. We use soap every single day, right? What do we use it for?
Okay, Rianti for 7E. Please turn on the camera and also the microphone.
Hi, Rianti. Hi, Rianti.
So
what is your answer?
my answer is taking a bath, washing hands, cleaning, and for housekeeping, and washing hair.
I'm sorry, what?
I'm sorry,
what
can
was
you
it?
repeat?
Can you
the
please
answer?
repeat?
Taking a bath, washing, housekeeping, washing hands, and wash the dishes.
Congratulations,
You are correct. So, the answer is cleaning kitchens and bathrooms, washing dishes and washing clothes, making bubble toys, cleaning oil spills or splash, cleaning or removing moss, cleaning oil or cleaning carpet stains. Just like we have promised, we are gonna explain the experiment. So what makes the food coloring look like dancing when there's cotton dipped in milk?
It turns out that this is related to the fat content in milk. Fat and protein is very sensitive to the changes of solution around it, and soap has the property that is able to weaken the chemical bonds that holds the fat and protein in milk. Soap has 2 different poles, namely hydrophilic, which attracts the water and can dissolve in water. And the other end is called hydrophobic, which aways from the water so that this end sticks to the fat lumps in milk. An example of the hydrophobic pole is oil. Then what makes the food coloring look like dancing is because the fat molecules in the milk bend, turn, and rotate in all directions when soap gets into the milk.
Oh, is that why we use soap to clean things in our everyday life?
Exactly. Before we end this section, we have one last question for the lucky participant. Just like before, the person who can answer the question correctly will get GoPay. So, the question is, why does the food coloring in milk look like dancing? If you know the answer, type me to the Zoom chat box. Me, M-E. Tristan from 7G. Please turn on your camera and your microphone. Congratulations,
Yes, congratulations,
Tristan. You are correct. So what's the answer?
The
The
fat
answer
and
is
protein
fat
in
and
milk
protein.
is very sensitive to changes of solution around it. Soap has the property to be able to weaken the chemical that bonds the fat and protein that dissolve in milk. Then what makes food coloring look dancing is because the fat molecules in the milk pan turn and rotate in all directions when soap gets into the milk. For those of you who answer the question correctly, will be contacted by Miss Honey.
Yay, congratulations.
Alright everyone, we have come to the end of the section. We apologize for our mistakes and we hope that this is useful for us. Thank you for all attention. I am Hila Fatul Rahman and
I'm Pramita Nafaza Foreign,
signing up.
Wassalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.
Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Hi, I'm Kesa Anindya Jagadita from class 7F, and today I will be doing a science experiment that is related to solids and liquids. A liquid is something that does not have a definite shape or size. I will be using water as an example. If you pour a liquid from a plastic bottle into a container, the liquid will change its shape accordingly to fit the container. Meanwhile, a solid is the exact opposite of a liquid, meaning that it has a definite shape and size. It also means that you can't change the shape of a solid like with a liquid. So if you move solids from a plastic bottle to a container, the shape of the solids will not change at all. In fact, the shape of the solids will still be the same as they were originally. Now that we know the difference between a solid and a liquid, let's start the experiment. For the experiment, I will be making oobleck. Oobleck is a substance that can be both a solid and a liquid, also known as a non-Newtonian fluid. So if you squeeze the oobleck in your hand, it will become hard like a solid. But if you let it go loose in your hand, it will become watery like a liquid. The name oobleck originated from a children's book by Dr. Seuss that is titled Bartholomew and the Oobleck. The tools and ingredients that you will need for this experiment are cornstarch, water, food dye, which is optional, a container or a bowl, and a fork or a spoon. First of all, add some cornstarch to your container or bowl. I will be using around 4 tablespoons of cornstarch for this experiment. I will be adding food dye to my oobleck, so I have just put aside my container of cornstarch for a moment, and now I'm going to add some food dye to my water. Adding food dye is optional, so you don't have to add it if you don't want to, but personally, I think adding food dye just makes the oobleck more fun. Next, pour the water into the cornstarch. I will only be adding a little bit of water for now because I can always add more if I need to. So now I'm just going to stir the cornstarch and water together until everything is mixed up nicely. It can be a bit hard to stir the cornstarch and water mixture because it will get quite lumpy. But if you just keep on stirring, over time it will become pretty smooth. Once the cornstarch and water is mixed up nicely, the consistency of the oobleck should be pretty smooth, like this. If you try punching or poking the oobleck, it will be hard like a solid, but if you slowly dip your finger into the oobleck, it will be soft like a liquid. Now you can pick up and squeeze the oobleck. If you squeeze it up into a ball, it becomes hard like a solid, but if you let it go, it becomes liquid-like. The reasoning behind oobleck being a non-Newtonian fluid mainly lies in the cornstarch. Because the cornstarch's particles are so long and thin, when it is mixed with water, it doesn't dissolve. Instead, it becomes a suspension. When you let the oobleck go loose on its own, the particles are able to move past each other smoothly. Meanwhile, if you add pressure, such as squeezing or punching it, the particles get caught up and tangled with each other, resulting in the mixture becoming hard. That's all for my science experiment. I hope you were able to learn something new and interesting from this video. Bye, and thank you for watching.
Oke, Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Alhamdulillahirabbil alamin. This is the third section. It is our main experiment that will be conducted by me, Miss Olive,
And me, Nashwakanita Aziza from 8G.
And me, Andrea Diza from 7F.
This section will be done together with us here in the studio and you guys at home. So turn on your camera now.
Turn on your camera now, please.
Okay? Come on. Turn on your camera because we will do the experiment together with you. Okay, 21 more students have not turned on the camera. So let's turn on your camera.
Please turn on your camera.
Come on, turn on your camera because we will do this experiment together. Okay, how, Miss Honey? Okay, there is many of you that haven't turned on your camera, so please turn on your camera because we will do this experiment together.
And please put the materials in front of your camera so you can see it.
Yes, you're right. Okay.
We will accompany you for 30 minutes and do this experiment together.
Yes, you are right. This experiment is called lava bubbles.
Okay, before we do this, let's check your readiness with materials.
Okay, so the things that we need are first, clear glass, second, spoon, third, water, fourth, cooking oil, fifth, food coloring, and the last one, soda tablets. Have you already prepared it, everybody?
Okay, show us your materials to your camera. Come on. We can see you there. Okay, good.
If you have prepared all the materials, give us a thumbs up reaction on the Zoom meeting.
Okay, let's start the experiment, but make sure you are paying attention and do this experiment exact time with us, okay?
Okay, so the first thing we'll do is we'll put the water inside the glass. Very carefully, join us and put the water.
Okay, I think it's enough.
Okay, make sure the water is not too much, just like this. Show it, please.
Okay, you can join us.
You can also show it to the camera if you have done it.
Okay, show your water to the camera, guys.
Next, the second step. Drop a little food coloring into the water. Hold on. How many drops of food coloring, Miss Olive?
I think it's about 7 or maybe 10 drops.
10, okay. Then stir the water until evenly distributed. Have you dropped the food coloring, guys? And after you drop the food coloring, make sure you stir the water.
Okay, show us your experiment to the camera so we know that you are following us.
Okay, now here I have the cooking oil, and let's gently put the cooking oil into the glass filled with colored water earlier. Not too much. More. Please not pour it until it's full. Is this enough, Miss Olive?
I think it's enough. Just make sure that the cooking oil is more than the water and not full on the glass, okay?
Alright, right now we have come to the point of this experiment, the main show.
Okay, show your
glass, please.
To the camera. Come on, show your glass to the camera. We can see you from here. Jangan sampai tumpah-tumpah ya. Jangan sampai terlalu penuh.
Okay. Now take off your soda tablet and hold your soda tablet and also show to the camera.
Okay,
like
show
this.
your soda tablets to the camera. Make sure you have it. Okay,
and please move your glass away from your tablet or your phone, your laptop. Make sure it's not near with your laptop. Are you ready, guys? Okay, let's count from 3 until 1 and dip the soda tablet together. In our count, 3, 2, 1.
Wait.
We have to be patient.
Wow. And you can see the beautiful of the experiment.
Now, as you can see, this is the result of our experiment. If it's not bubbling, you have to wait for a few moments. But if you want the bubbles to stay a little bit longer, you can add one more soda tablet.
Fauzan, you're good job.
Fauzan 7F. Good job.
Okay. Okay, student at home, is your experiment going well? Is it successful? If it is successful, give us thumbs up reaction on your Zoom. And show us your experiment to the camera, please. We want to see you.
Like this.
Okay. Please show Tristan,
Fauzan,
Arya. Good job.
Good job.
Show us. Keisha, Safa,
Nadia.
Rishad. Oh my God. Thank you. Good job. Oh my God, amazing. Great.
So guys, we have succeeded in the experiment. Now it's time for quiz. So the first question. Wait. I think
Nashwa.
Tell the prize first, right, Miss Owen?
Okay. So please tell us, Nashwa.
Okay. Let me tell you. So the prizes are GoPay. I think the amount is enough for you to buy GoFood or mobile data.
Oh my God!
So make sure you can answer correctly to get the GoPay.
Okay. But how do they can answer the question?
You can answer the question on chat. If you know the answer, please type me and we will invite you to tell us the answer. So are you guys ready?
Yes.
The first question is, why is oil cannot be mixed with water?
Wow. You
Why
can type
oil cannot be
me
mixed
in the chat room.
water? Why is oil cannot be mixed with water?
Anyone answer?
Anyone can answer?
Can you repeat the question? Davina for 7E. So please turn on your camera
and tell us the answer.
Yes.
Turn on your camera, please.
Okay. We are still waiting for Davina from 7E.
Density. Okay. Hi Davina.
Okay, Davina, can you repeat the answer?
The difference between water and oil density.
Yes,
correct.
She's right.
Awesome.
Congratulations. Okay, let's move to the next. Okay.
Anyone? Okay, I will repeat the question. Short water, oil, and soda tablets by the lowest density. Anyone? Repeat. Salt, water, oil, and soda tablets by the lowest density.
Tristan from 7G.
Please tell us the answer. Please turn on the camera.
Okay.
Tell us the answer.
Okay, let's see the answer.
Is it water, oil, and then soda tablet?
Repeat the answer, please.
Water, oil, and then soda tablet.
Water, oil, and soda tablets. Is it right?
No, I'm sorry.
Okay.
Anyone
want to try?
Anyone else?
Can you repeat the question, maybe?
Okay. Salt, water, oil, and soda tablets by the lowest density.
Okay, anyone wanna try?
Putri Safina 7F. Please tell me. Putri Safina.
Putri Safina from 7F. Please turn on your camera.
And tell us the answer.
Okay. Tell us the answer.
Tell us the answer.
Soda tablet, water, and oil.
Soda tablet.
Still incorrect.
No.
Can you repeat it again?
Soda tablet, water, and oil.
Sorry. But good job.
Thank you for trying.
Tell us the answer, maybe.
The answer is oil, water, and soda tablet. That was the answer.
Okay.
Good job, everyone. Good job.
Okay, guys. So, can you tell us the scientific explanation from this experiment?
Well, lava bubbles are closely related to density. Density is a value that indicates the ratio between the mass of the object and the volume of the object. The density between water and oil is different, so that when water and oil is mixed, it will not combine and oil is in the top layer. Another reason is because water is polar while oil is non-polar. Meanwhile, food coloring will only give color to water, not oil. Soda tablets are used because this tablet will dissolve in water and release the carbon dioxide gas. The carbon dioxide bubbles makes the water at the bottom of the bottle warm up, and when it reaches the surface, the carbon dioxide gas will be released. Then, the water that was above will drop to the bottom of the bottle. The application of density in everyday life, for example, is submarine, ships, aircraft, helium balloons, clouds, layer of the earth, and so on.
Okay, I think this is the last section. Hopefully, this experiment is useful and informative for us. We apologize if any mistakes. So I think we should close this section by saying Hamdalah.
Alhamdulillahirabbil alamin.
I am Miss Olivia.
And I'm Nasha Kanita. And I'm Andrea Riza. We are signing out. Wassalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Bye-bye.
Cloud in a jar experiment. First, what you need is hot water, ice cubes, and matches, or you can also use hairspray. And you also need plastic to put ice cubes inside it. First, pour the hot water into the jar. And then place the lid on top of it. You don't have to screw it or just put it on top of the jar to prevent the water vapor from escaping. While you wait for this, you can put the ice cubes inside the plastic. You can see here, I already put the ice cube inside the plastic. After After a while, you can shake the jar a little bit to remove the water vapor from it, or else you won't be able to see the cloud forming later on. After that, you wanna light up a match. You can hold it on the jar for a little bit and then remove the match or just drop it. After that, put the ice cube on top of the jar, and then you can see the water vapor started to condense or the clouds forming inside of the jar.
Hai teman-teman kelas 7 semuanya, terima kasih sudah berpartisipasi dengan baik dalam mengikuti rangkaian acara Science Day 2021. Kita sudah sampai nih di penghujung acara, tapi sebelum acara kita akhiri, ada informasi yang akan disampaikan oleh Bu Elva.
Oke Deko, terima kasih semuanya. Terima kasih untuk kelas 7E, F, G yang telah mengikuti kegiatan Science Day dengan tertib ya, rapi semuanya oke dari kelas 7E, F, dan G ya. Oke, baik. Di sini Bu Elva akan mengumumkan. Nah, kemarin kan kalian sudah mengikuti lomba ya Deko ya, lomba video eksperimen ya, dengan menggunakan bahasa Inggris. Dari beberapa video yang dikirimkan ya, aduh, juri ini bingung sebetulnya karena videonya bagus-bagus sekali ya. Nah, dari kelas 7, kelas 8, kelas 9 itu videonya keren-keren ya, yang kalian ikuti lomba ini gitu. Oke, baik, langsung saja ya Deko. Ya. Mungkin untuk yang belum mendapatkan juara nanti jangan berkecil hati gitu ya. Tetap semangat untuk berkarya dalam mengikuti kegiatan Science Day, berkarya dalam eksperimen-eksperimen yang lainnya. Seperti itu ya Deko ya. Oke, baik, juara lomba video eksperimen science ya. Bapak akan bacakan dari juara harapan ya, juara harapan 3. Kemudian nanti sampai ke juara pertama. Betul. Oke, jeng jeng, juara harapan 3 diraih oleh ya. Siapa tuh, Bu? Siapa ya? Keisha Anindya Jagadita dari kelas 7F. Yeah. Selamat untuk Keisha dari kelas 7F. Selanjutnya juara harapan 2. Juara harapan 2 diraih oleh Alivia Amira Arifin kelas 9G ya. Oke. Selanjutnya juara harapan 1 ya. Juara harapan 1 diikuti atau dimenangkan oleh Raka Hanif Lutfir Rahman kelas 8E ya. Oke.
Bu, sekarang kita ke juaranya nih Bu.
Kita sebutkan dari juara 3 ya Deko ya.
Ini kalau dilihat nilainya tuh tipis-tipis banget ya Bu ya. Karena saking bagus-bagus.
Karena bagus-bagus sekali Deko. Juara 3 diraih oleh Aska ya, Aska kelas 8G. Terima kasih mendapatkan uang ya. Kemudian untuk juara kedua itu diraih oleh Hilal Fatur Rahman dari kelas 7G. Hilal. Kemudian untuk juara 1
jatuh kepada
siapa Deko? Ya, Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Juara 1 diraih oleh Alzena Salsabila Coach dari kelas 9E.
Itu dia para peraih pemenangnya. Untuk yang belum menang tetap semangat, tetap berkarya, jangan patah semangat. Itulah kegiatan kita pada hari ini.
Terima kasih sudah berpartisipasi dalam kegiatan ini. Baik, kita tutup acara kegiatan Science Day 2021 ini dengan sama-sama membaca hamdalah. Alhamdulillahirabbil alamin.
Sekian dari kami. Mohon maaf bila ada salah kata. Wabillahi taufiq wal hidayah.
Wassalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.